Hello everyone. Today we'll talk about items and charts for your generation and Genesis P's and Queens. All right. So uh, in order to get the items, there are many ways to procure an item. So you can do hunting, and you can also go to game mall and play Bumble Bash, and in rewards you can get the items. And the trick to get the max out of the Bumble Bash is to play every day under Play for Rewards, and you just collect 100 keys and then open all the items. Like open all, and then you have 110 of all these items. Like you have 110 luck, you have 110 capacity, and all these things you will get it when you have 100 keys. These keys can be used any time of the week, but the most efficient one to gamble is to save or not to gamble. If you pick one by one, you might not hit 10, I mean 100 keys in a single week, but if you play 10 days and get 10 keys a day, it is it is better in that way and more efficient. So that's another way you get keys and items. And then you can go to the shop, that is main shop, and then you can buy shards and make items from here. Or there is a new thing called item marketplace. If you're a certified beekeeper, you can actually sell items, you can buy items directly from here. This is a very good place to buy items. You can see my balance is always very low because I keep finding good deals. So let's see that. Today I bought all these items. Almost every day I just look for the best deals I can get out of it, and then I buy it. What else? What else is there? And then there is this wheel where it also gives you items. Spin the wheel every day for shards and items. And then we have lucky wheel where you can get shards, spin the wheel, get some shards, and if you do some connecting your Twitter account, you get 20 queen upgrades, and if you connect your Discord, you get 10 attack shards. So that's another way as well. Uh, we have raffle. That's also a good place to get items. So these are Gen Z shards you can apply through Zubs. I'm not gonna do that. These are normal endurance shards with. I'm gonna take some. Okay. So we have hunting. We have the shop, the main shop, the item shop, and then we have bonus wheel. We have Bumble Bash, and then we have raffles. There can be other events where they can give you a promo code to collect, or they can also have some task. Say for Christmas, when I started, there was this Christmas week where they gave shards every day for just logging in, things like that. So these are the ways you can generally get shards, and in order to make shards with your uh, through whatever the way you collected these shards, you have to combine them and redeem them as items before you can use them on your assets. So, for example, if you click on this, you might go here for choosing how much you want to spend for what kind of rarity, and every rarity has a different percentage. So it takes 20 shards for making a common, 40 for a rare, 80 for a epic, and 150 for a legendary. and 300 for a mythic. So it just goes from 1% to 2% to 3%, all the way up to 5%. So let's say we have so many different items. What I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna trying to break this down into categories and give you a brief idea about what does what. All right. So the first two are the eggs. So one will be the queen egg and one will be the bee egg. So these both share a similar rarity, meaning 40 eggs will give you a Gen 3 egg, whether it may be a queen or the bee. It follows the same uh, number of shards for building an egg. So first one will be the Gen 3 egg with 40 shards, and then like if you choose to spend 80 shards of queen egg shards, you'll get a generation 2, and then 150 shards, you'll get a generation 1. And let's say it's the same for bx. There we go. And then these three items are like mostly concerned or connected with the queen. These are queen items. So the first one here is the royal jelly. If you use this in a breeding process, you get a queen instead of a bee. And this one is to keep her mood stable when you breed. So my hive queen is a, I shouldn't say hive queen. Say if I'm using a breeding queen, which is also my hive queen, then I want to preserve that mood so that the whole hive doesn't uh, get confused with different modes of bees and queens. So it's very important to have same hive queen mood as the bees you have. So that's what the mood stabilizer does. It just preserves whatever mood she is currently at. And then there's queen upgrades is a very interesting upgrade where I forgot to mention something. So the royal jelly will have three different rarities. Uh, one will not give any bonus stats. Another one will give 3.5 bonus stats if you use this item, and this one will give a 7.5 better stats to the queen. So if you use a mythic upgrade, I mean a mythic royal jelly, so if you hit the best RNG, you get a 280 maximum stats for all the stats. So that's so, but then it costs 300 shards, and it's very difficult to get this. So just to keep that in mind. So and then we have the smooth stabilizer. It only has one rarity. It's legendary, and it costs 150 shards. I forgot to mention that. And queen upgrades is far more interesting because everything in the queen upgrades has a very different way of affecting the queen depending on the generation of the queen. This may be like very confusing at the moment. I'm going to make a separate video on this. I'm going to explain what to use and how to use in a separate video. I'm also going to do a giveaway in that video, so keep an eye on it. I'm going to give a Gen 1 Queen. So from here on, all the shards will have the same kind of rarity. Let's say if I click here, I get to choose if I want to make a common, rare, epic, legendary, or mythic. And it will cost 20 shards for making a common, 40 for the rare, 80 for epic, and 150 for the legendary. And finally, the mythic will be for 300 shards. So all these ones will have from 1 to 5 they will just keep increasing by 1% as the rarity increases, and the shards also keeps increasing, right? So let's say these are shards. Okay, these are shards. Here it starts with the B upgrades here. So health means it just increases the health of the bee, and it's a PvP trait. And capacity increases the capacity of the bee. I think it's better I pull up a bee and then I can just show you. Okay, there it is. So if you want to increase the health, you go increase the health by applying a upgrade here. So all these, so health, attack, defense, agility, luck, capacity, recovery, endurance can be increased with items. Depending on the rarity, it gives a percentage boost to these bees. So let's say you go upgrade. So if I choose health, it gives 5% from this stats, and this is a mythic, and this is a legendary. Say if I choose this, it's gonna give me 8 plus what I have, and if I choose this, it's gonna give 4%. It will be 6. So that's how it you increase your B stats. We'll just move on from here because I just want to keep the shot and then explain all these things separately depending on the mission. So it'll be like capacity and agility put together as a video on how to upgrade a bee for harvest, and then luck and recovery put together, and how to upgrade a bee for luck. And then I'm not an expert in PvP, but the basics I can always share. Health, attack, and defense are the main traits you want to concentrate, and agility and luck also plays a role, which I will explain when I explain all these items. And we will go to the next set of items. Those will be land items. So these 5 different land items you see, these are called paradise makers for every different land type. And this also deserves a separate video, but I will give you a brief idea about what it does. It just increases the agility of a bee, which is not of that landform. Say, let's say this is a woodland. So this if you drop this on a normal woodland land, all the other bees, like say if you have a seaside or a summit and you send that to them, they will get a 75% agility bonus. And it does not increase the 75% or give an extra 75 to a woodland bee because it is already getting that, since it is that generic landform. So that's how you have to understand. And then we'll come back to this later. And these 5 items are used for extreme lands, and this cannot be used on the normal lands, and paradise makers cannot be used on extreme lands. So you have to be very careful. So what this does is like it will increase, it will decrease the drop time. What does drop time mean? Let me go show you that in the map. So when we go here to an extreme land, let me find an extreme land. Okay, see. So this is the drop time of this land. So if I go here, not here. If I go to info, I have an option to choose. So if I don't see an item, I can actually make an item and drop it. Let's see if I have any paradise maker. No, any lantern. There we go. I have for seaside. Okay, I have to go find seaside extreme, which is around here. So this is 85. So if I drop this time, if I drop this here, it will give a 50% lesser drop time for this land for 14 hours. What is 50% of this? 85 is 42 and a half. Let's say 43. So it will drop to 43. Every 43 minutes, the time will reset. So you get double the amount of drop every till this item is active for a mythic. So uh, there is a small caveat to this. So if I drop a mythic right now, this is below that 43, 42 and a half mark. So what it does is like this will reset to 42 or 43, whatever the 50% of this, uh, instead of instead of just going to zero. So you have to be very careful and do the calculation before dropping this item. Okay, so that's something to important. I've learned the hard way, so I didn't even realize it was that's why it happened. So these are the lanterns which you can use only in extreme lands. All right. And then we have mint spray. That's for a landowner where if you put a poison bomb or a cursed honey, they can remove this item depending on the rarity you've used. So let's say if anybody has used any debuff on a land, okay. So you see here, someone has used a mythic in this. Like, so what probably happened is like someone dropped a cursed honey on this land, which was a mythic. So the landowner has to remove that for his benefit. So what he did is like he has dropped a mint spray, and for 16 hours nobody can drop any debuff. It includes even poison bombs as well. So that's something to remember. Make sure there is no landowner when you drop a big item, and then like he can just wipe it in seconds. So poison bomb removes or reduces the agility of the unowned bees in the land. So what does this mean is like, say if you drop one of these items and you have like 10 bees, and your bees will be 10% more effective in the land. Because like say if you have 10 bees with 100 agility each, and if someone else sends 10 bees with 100 agility each, if I drop a common item, they will only have 90 agility against when they are there in your land with this particular item. So higher the rarity, higher the percentage less. If you drop a mythic item, means like instead of having 100 agility, they will only have 50. And you will have the same 100, meaning you have more advantage using this item in a land for harvesting. Remember, this can be removed by the landowner with a mint spray. And for the next item, let's go to shards, go back, and this is called cursed honey. It reduces the luck of the bees in the land. So, so that's why you have some crazy bees where the owner has dropped um, a cursed honey, probably like a mythic cursed honey for 50%. So what it does, let's see, I will give you an example for this. Let's go here. Okay, let's say, I think I have a bee somewhere. Okay, this is the one. Let's say this, okay, this is a normal bee. So if I drop the cursed honey and these are my bees which are hunting. So I have 600 after all the bonus possible. I drop a cursed honey, 50% less for other bees who's going to participate, and then someone sends a bee like this. So he still has, so 50% of what I have is 1646, which comes about 823 after all the bonus. I'm still way ahead of these bees. These are like very good bees in general with all bonus and everything. I will still get the honey pot when you have a bee like this. So it all comes down to how you prepare your bee and what kind of bee you choose to make a monster hunting bee like this. So the recipe for this is you should have a 230 around that luck stat, and then like you put 20 luck upgrades onto it, and then you get something huge like this. Yeah, let me show you the. It's a summit, not ideal. Okay, this is it. So my my bee has a 660 luck. After having all the landform boost and being with the same mood as my queen, being with three more bees, I get all these bonuses. And then we have shields. Shields protect you from being attacked, and it doesn't mean it protects you from revenges because revenge is a response to your attack and not an attack. So you need to be you need to be sure that you're not attacking anyone um, in order to be completely protected. And there is another way you can get a 2 day shield, like I think it's 48-hour shield provided by the game if you don't attack anyone for 6 consecutive days and log in every day. And just in case if you're going on a vacation or unable to log in for whatever reason, I would suggest you pop a mythic shield which lasts like 5.6 5 days and 6 hours, something like that. So to be sure, like log in once in 5 days and put a mythic shield if you want to protect yourself from being attacked, right? And then we have the sonar bus. Uh, the number of land it, it shows depends on the rarity. So you can read here like the common will give you 8 good lands for harvesting and provide 4 good lands for hunt. And I normally use the mythic, which gives like 96 hours and it gives 16 lands for harvest and 12 good lands for hunt. So once you use the item, you should go to this land and then you click on Sonar Bus. You will have the list of lands with the items, and items for the extreme lands will be shown, as well as the best lands for harvest. In a way, the best land here means that uh, the fees and the entry fees, the commission fees and the entry fees are mostly the lowest you can find. So feel free to use this, and you can also use this like twice. Say if I'm not happy with any of these things, I can pop another one on top of this. The whole list will refresh. The whole numbers will refresh. The whole lands will refresh. There will be different items. Possibly you can just keep throwing one on top of the other till you find what you want to find. So I've also made a exclusive video about this. You can find that in the YouTube video as well in my channel. That's it for today. I will do the queen upgrades. I have everything ready. I even borrowed a queen to show you about this. Uh, is there anything else I want to talk about? Yeah, the next video there will be a giveaway. I will explain what to do for the giveaway. Today I'm a little too tired. It took so long to complete this video. I have no idea. All right. Have a lovely one. Thank you. Sup, sup.